We'll see what's going to be a shootout here. I'm just saying. Oregon's got a pretty good headgear's on its way, Mr. Corso.
There it is.
Or the Duck, we'll find out. And Jake Olson, who's inspired us throughout 2009, will join us on the set as our guest picker. Picks in all the bowl games straight ahead from Pasadena. Our celebrity standings, old Nick Swisher stuck in there, one of our last shows of the year, to take the title away from Lance Armstrong. 8-1 ahead of the Mayo Jean, and a massive tie for third at 7-3.
And he's proud of it, too.
Yes. He deserved it. He earned 8-1's pretty good.
That is.
We are delighted to welcome him as our guest picker, the young guy who inspired so many around the globe. He is a sensation on YouTube, and for good reason. Jake Olson, who lost his sight during this season to cancer, but was such an inspiration to folks at USC and the fans around the world, showing tremendous courage. And Jake, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Welcome to Pasadena. I see you got your USC tie on.
Yeah.
You got the Trojans through the bowl game successfully against Boston College. And we thank you so much for taking time, getting up early and joining us. You've done your homework. You are ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready, and thanks for having me. It's a real pleasure to be up here.
Well, thank you for what you've done and teaching us what courage means. You are tremendous. We wish you the best in 2010 and beyond.
All right.
We'll start with the first game of the year, the Outback Bowl kickoff just minutes away. Northwestern and Auburn. You know all about the Big Ten versus the SEC.
You know, I like Auburn here. They were ranked number 20 in total offense, and they were ranked 13 in rush offense. So I think if they get a strong offensive line and get their run game, I think they can tear Northwestern's defense apart.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, I need to say more. Auburn.
That's it.
After hearing my man Jake, I may have to change. I may have to change my pick. I'm thinking that Auburn's going to underestimate Northwestern's ability to play, and I think Northwestern. I think Northwestern wins the game.
Okay, we'll see.
I like Jake's dad over your hunch. I like the facts.
That is good.
Capital One, Jake, Penn State, LSU. You know, Big Ten, SEC matchup there.
You know, Dale Clark hasn't had some good bowl games, so I think he's due for a big bowl game. I like Penn State in this one. I think Penn State's defense can step up here, even though, you know, they're missing a big player. But I think they could beat LSU.
Okay. I hate to do this. Not so fast, my friend. I'm going with LSU. I can't do LSU wins this.
Not so fast to you, my friend.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, I just think that LSU comes into this football game, and of course, if you look at them, they have better talent. But I think Penn State is on a mission. Their defensive line's the difference in the game. Nittany Lions.
In the Gator Bowl, can the Seminoles send Bobby Bowden out a winner and avoid a 6-7 season against West Virginia, Jake?
You know, I'm going to have to go with Florida State here. I can't go against Bobby Bowden. It's his last game, and he's 4-0 in the Gator Bowl, and I think he'll take Florida State to 5-0.
West Virginia wins that game. West Virginia.
State.
Again, I just can't do it. West Virginia.
Jake's
Lee,
homework.
where are you getting your stuff here?
We've been wondering that forever, my man.
2010 is off to a great start. I'm going with Jake here. I'm going with Jake in Florida State.
All right.
All right. All-State Sugar Bowl. So many aspects here. The motivation on both sides. You wonder about Cincinnati and Florida. Who do you see?
You know, I got Florida. I like Tim Tebow, and I don't think he'll let his team down as his last game as a Gator.
Okay.
Good. 49-20. Florida.
I think an angry Cincinnati team shows up and keeps it close, and I don't think Florida respects Cincinnati. I think they think Cincinnati, they think of Bob Huggins and basketball. So I think it's closer than you think, but I think Florida will win.
All right, now to tomorrow's game, the PapaJohns.com is South Carolina and Connecticut. This is kind of an intriguing one. You got something on this one?
This is my New Year's upset. I'm going with UConn. They had 5 losses of a total point of 15 points. I mean, they could be the best college football team with 5 losses.
I agree. Yeah.
And I think South Carolina is just like not expecting what UConn has in store. I think UConn's going to catch South Carolina off guard.
The kid is absolutely terrific. Except he's wrong. I'm going with South Carolina in this ball game.
I'm going to go with South Carolina's speed. I think his analysis is dead on, but I think the speed eventually is just too much with South Carolina.
Speaking of speed, we got to go faster. Cottonville now, Ole Miss and Oklahoma State. Jake, real quick.
You know, I'm going with Oklahoma State. I mean, they had a disappointing loss to Oklahoma, but their quarterback wasn't, completely healed. So they have a fresh quarterback right now, and I think their defense will step up, and they could win.
Ole Miss beats Oklahoma State, I'm killing you.
Yeah, I like Ole Miss. You know, they had success last year in this bowl game. I'm going to pick them again this year.
Let's go one-word prediction on the Valero Alamo Bowl, Michigan State and Texas Tech.
You know, even though Texas Tech's having some problems, I think they're going to win because I don't care who's teaching them or coaching them. They're a good team, and it's a virtual home game for them, and I think they'll light up the scoreboard with their offense.
The guy is so easy. I'm telling you, I'm going to Texas Tech. How can you go against them?
I'm going with Texas Tech. I think they rally around Ruffin McNeil. I think they win this game.
Everybody looks smart, Jake, until the games are played, by the way. TCU and Boise, Tostitos Fiesta Bowl.
You know, I like TCU. They really developed as a team. They're the #1 defense in the country. And plus my twin sister, Emma, she thinks that Horned Frogs are the cutest nickname. So I have to go with TCU.
Hey, that's the only reason. TCU by 27 points.
Wow.
All right.
I like Boise to keep it a little bit closer than that, but I agree with both you guys. I think TCU wins the game.
The cute nickname theory. You're bringing it on. FedEx Orange Bowl, Georgia Tech and Iowa.
You know, I just think Georgia Tech has an explosive offense. I think Georgia Tech's just going to, you know, Iowa has a good defense, but I think Iowa can't match up to Georgia Tech's offense. So I think Georgia Tech will win this with it.
I got to do it last time. Not so fast, my friend. I will win that game. You watch and see.
He likes it. You get
I like that.
I think Iowa has more athletic ability on defense, especially the defensive front seven, than people give them credit. I think Iowa's defense plays well.
Yep.
And now the Rose Bowl presented by City here. Ohio State so much on the line personally for those seniors. They have not won a bowl game, losing 3 straight times in the BCS. Can they get some much-needed Big Ten pride? Can Oregon step up and make a statement game and salvage some pride for the Pac-10, which has not had a very good bowl season? Kirk, obviously you're calling the game, so no prediction, but a key.
It's funny, this week we've heard a lot about its tradition of Ohio State against the speed of Oregon. Yet, when you really think about it, Oregon in this decade has a chance this year to finish in the top 12 in the country 5 times this decade in the top 12 if they're able to finish in the top 12 this year. At Ohio State, you look at the NFL rosters, Ohio State has as many players in the NFL as anybody. So speed and tradition may be on both sides in this game.
Jake, how do you see this one?
You know, I'm going Pac-10. I think Oregon's going to win big. I think that their spread offense is like a machine this year, and they've gone way too far to lose this game.
613 yards against your Trojans convinced you, right?
Yeah, you know, it would help the Pac-10. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Mr. Corso?
You like Oregon, huh? You really do?
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I picked Oregon twice this year.
You did. You're right.
Give me that.
I remember you rode that motorcycle.
Yeah, right next to it.
Hey, he's got the duck head on again. All right.
He's got the duck.
Oregon's
Go
gonna
with
win
the
this ball
Ducks.
game.
He's picking the Ducks.
Hey,
right.
yeah, Pac-10.
There you go. Jake, congratulations. We appreciate it. And thanks again. We'll go again
Yeah,
for all you've done. Wish you the best in 2010. Tremendous job. I don't know if you're going to be right, but no one's brought better research.
No, that's the best.
Share
best.
The
ever.
best.
Oregon, go
By far.
Oregon.
That's it.
All right.
ABC has the Rose Bowl later today.